BeyWheelz Episode 1 Review. Hey guys, what's up? Sermo11 here. Today I'm going to be giving my review of BeyWheelz. My reviews are kind of more of my thoughts during the episode, so I'll have a little bit of that. This review doesn't really go into that much detail, but I might do later reviews for BeyWheelz if I start enjoying it or, plot picks up. So, here I go. I guess they want to turn a Beyblade on its side and use it like that. I'm kidding. But BeyWheelz is basically a wheel that's up to a higher level. Kind of like Beyblade is basically a spinning top up to a higher level. They're able to produce so many animes these days, it's funny. I mean, back in the back in the 90s, there wasn't really that much anime around, in my opinion. Now it's just like booming. There's like anime all the time. It's more or less the same story as Beyblade. Different kinds of bays were made from a meteor. The series starts off. Let me go into detail on that. If you know the story of the Beyblade Metal Saga, basically two bays were like created from a meteor, and then so on, so on. That's kind of how Beyblade was created, and then this series actually has the you know how some animes have, like, they tell you a bit of the story in every episode, but it might just be the same thing of basically how the story came together. That's kind of what this series does with the meteor. Let me see if I have an example of some. Let's say, like, I'm not sure if every Bleach episode has this, but it talks about the Zanpakuto, and that would be like, for Americans, I know they aired this a lot during, this was aired in every episode during the Sword Beast arc, but I'm going into something else. So basically, BeyWheelz starts off at the finals of the tournament, and I like that, because, it started at a different place besides, the Metal Saga, which kind of started, I think with Kenta and battles, and then Jenga kind of coming to the city. It's different. Even though it's very similar to Beyblade, it does have ways to make itself different. One thing I dislike about this series so far is that the main character, Sho, has a Pegasus, just like Jenga. I mean, they could have switched this up, because, from Tyson to Jenga, it was a Dragoon to a Pegasus. I mean, that's just a nitpick with me. The other main character, Jin, has a Drago. It's different because a main character, or let's say a good character, has it, and in the Metal Saga, Ryuga has a Drago. This new outlook on the series kind of reminds me of when Yu-Gi-Oh! Like threw dice into the game, or how Pokemon has the Rangers and Mystery Dungeon. You change the concept a bit, and you can do many things. I think there would be a way to have a better example of that. Let's talk about Beat'em-on. Beat'em-on, basically, you have these little, what would you call them? Figures, and then you put marbles in them and you shoot them at the other person's figures. And there's you could also play games where you shoot, like the things down. I don't know what they're called. But the second, let's just say, the Beat'em-on series that uses a different main character, or I think it's the 2011 series. I believe it's all games. That's what I stopped watching it. I think it was all games. There was no actual battles with other people. I'm gonna take a guess and say our main six is Sho, Jin, Leon, the boy with the computer, or the Kenny / Madoka of the series, the boy with the cap, and the girl eating chips. There's three people watching the match who seem to be important. I believe it's the chairman, and his two assistants or something. The chairman has different colored eyes, so maybe he has some kind of special move concerning that. So basically, Jin and Sho have a crash battle, a race battle, and a stunt battle. That's not that's basically the first episode. They have that, and then there's a winner, and then there are these mysterious characters at the end. Then it's on to the next episode. Cartoon Network so far is airing 2 episodes of BeyWheelz per Saturday. The first episode kind of threw me at a loop at the end. It's good so far, but the it's not like a secret, but like what I found out at the end, kind of between the three main characters, that kind of threw me off. But I'm gonna review episode 2 as well. You know, one thing I didn't say earlier, the intro isn't very good, and I said that yeah, the intro, you never really know if this is like the original Japanese intro because BeyWheelz is starting in America first, or it was created for international purposes, so we don't really know if it's going to be in Japan or not. And I don't really know if the intro was edited or not, if it's not the actual Japanese intro, like with English lyrics, but that's kind of something I would like, because I don't know, I just don't like the song that they did. The songs like in the Metal Saga are better, like the Japanese ones. The English one kind of stays the same, and they change like the words in it, so it'll be like Beyblade Metal Fusion, Beyblade Metal Masters, and Beyblade Metal Fury. So just change up one word. I already said Beyblades evolved from the Meteor, but Beyblades kind of evolved in a different world, or it's like the story of BeyWheelz. They say it in every episode. You should understand what I mean by this. The villains are called Dominators, and to show them shadowed at the second episode, and then you realize that they're in the opening. It seems kind of stupid, but it's me. That's my opinion. The chairman Ryan, that's his name. He seems evil. I mean, just look at him. Look at his eyes, and him and his assistants. They just seem like shady characters. I bet their team will fight Show one day. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, because they just don't seem right. One thing I did notice but didn't bring up until now was BeyWheelz or wheels, or in general aren't really the most stable objects. So I was kind of wondering, how are they going to do a series about wheels hitting each other when a wheel isn't really the most stable object? It'll just fall over, when a spinning top is more stable. But they're letting it rip, so it's like at high speeds and all that. So Leon and Show have a battle in front of their new fans after the whole tournament thing. It's okay, but I'm not really expecting too much from the battles right now. And, well, hold on. Never mind, it's not important. Please ignore the phone, or I can wait. Okay, it stopped. Yeah, I'm not really expecting that much from the BeyWheelz battles currently, but in future episodes, I kind of want them to step it up, because it's kind of got like a slow start. That's kind of how Beyblade Metal Fusion started off. It's slow at the beginning, and then it gets better. I want to see more special moves. Like, I always love seeing special moves. They're it's just like the attacks are kind of cool. I think Leon, he did like a spinning attack in one of the episodes, probably the second one. It's like a tornado. It was pretty cool. So the fans kind of want in the action. They want to battle and train with the team Estrella, Leon, he kind of seems like a jerk, in my opinion. And I like the cool kind of jerk like Kiyoya. Kiyoya from Beyblade Metal Fusion. That he was pretty cool, but like Leon, he just doesn't want to help people out. He's just like he doesn't want them around and all of that. It's just seems like he's just a jerk, like not the cool kind, you know. So there's a city with a huge wheel in it. That's pretty cool. The fans sort of remind me of playing with Beyblades in real life. Like what was I thinking while I was writing this? Okay, yeah, you know, the fans, they were trying to be like Team Estrella, and then you find out that it's not. It's hard. It's actually pretty hard to do. Okay. I was wondering, are the Dominators just like a BeyWheelz team or something? Because they kind of seem evil. I mean, they are like the villains of the series, but you know, are they like a team or because they have like 5 members and so far we only have 3, and then plus well, we can just say 3 plus the other people in the image, but they won't be joining like right away. If you want to review things, you have to be hard on them. BeyWheelz doesn't try to have different bays. Most of the characters have recolors of ones from the Beyblade Metal Saga. Let's be real here. I'm not 5 or something. Those people, 2 people at the end of the episode with the mask are clearly the 2 people with Chairman Ryan. Yeah. And what's with the mix of the Japanese, Chinese, and English names? This show isn't anything to brag about yet, but you have to give it time to grow. I won't rate it now. Peace out.